Hello tribe, so we are doing another 7 to 10 day prediction. I would suggest you guys not choosing the deck that is your favorite, but which deck speaks to you the most currently. Number 1 is the In-Between Tarot. Number 2 is Super Lunaris. Number 3 is Game of Thrones. Number 4 is the Urban Tarot. So take a minute, do your thing, zero yourself, listen to spirit or your higher self, and I'll catch you in timestamps. Hey tribe, so let's see what is up with you 7 to 10 days from now. I do want to include a couple of oracle decks. We'll see which ones will stand out to us further on, but I want to start with Rebecca Campbell's deck. What's up next 7 to 10 days from now? All right, let's take that selenite, put it right here, and let's pull from the Magic of You Oracle 2. I want to start with 3 oracle cards and we're gonna go from there, okay? What's up? And let's take the Animal Tarot. Okay, let's see what we have. I hope you're all doing well. We're starting with the Herb School. I truly like this message behind this card. Seems like a lot of you might be drawn to learning something new, expanding your knowledge. But for a lot of you, it seems like you're being asked to do so. Take a minute to learn, take a minute to broaden your horizons, because it does seem like it's going to take you places. It's all about higher learning right now for you. Then we have Nas, Feel Loved and Proud. And then we have the 8 of Spring. You've been presented with many wonderful opportunities all at once. While this may feel very stressful, remember to be grateful for the blessings that heaven sends you. It does seem like you're going to be quite busy here, guys, pile number 1, the next 7 to 10 days from now. But what's happening here, I'm not picking up from the 8 of Spring that you're going to be stressed about it. With the Nas card sitting right next to it, it feels like you're going to be very appreciative of the people that come in your life, as well as the opportunities that you have. There is that sense of gratitude here that I'm picking up for you guys. I'd say pay attention to insects that you might notice, or birds, the next 7 to 10 days from now. Behind every message, behind every bird or insect, there is going to be a message for you, but it has to feel that it's a message. You don't want to start, looking for birds and looking for insects around you. That's not the case. It's that insect or bird will have a feeling behind it, so that's when you'll know that this is actually the message, not just a random bird or insect. Okay, let's see what is happening here, pile number 1. Sorry if you can hear my washing machine. What is going on here? We have the 2 of Coins, Queen of Cups, King of Swords. I'm hearing you are turning to someone for knowledge. Let's adjust the camera a little bit. You are turning to someone for knowledge, and it does seem like you're going to discover certain things about yourself or about the subject that are eye-opening. 9 of Coins. Those who have your own businesses, this is going to be a great week. Or if you're working on some type of project or hobby that you love dearly, it does seem like there is that unity happening here. Collaborations with people, sharing information. Let me see what you have to offer, and I'm gonna give back the same amount. It's all about learning, career, hobbies, and future endeavors here, pile number 1. It does seem like you're gonna start noticing what else you need to learn about, what else you didn't know about, and there's gonna be that urge. I want to improve, I'm hearing. I want to improve and I want to do more. Let's create something bigger than us. If you are married, you're going to have a great relationship the next 7 to 10 days from now with your wife or your husband. We have the 4 of Coins. So bottom here we have 7 of Cups, 9 of Coins, 4 of Coins. Let's clarify the 4 of Coins here. I'm hearing no one is better than anyone else. Justice. You know what I like here? You're putting your ego on a side here. You, regardless of how much you already know, you will want to know more. You understand that you don't know so much still, and therefore it's going to take you places. You won't care if you have to do the hard work, if you have to maybe put your crown on a side in order to say, hey, you know what? I really suck at this subject, or I really suck at this. Let me be taught by you, and vice versa. I want to learn the hard way. I don't want any shortcuts. And it does seem like it's going to be very beneficial for you here, because people will see you as someone who's so humble and someone that they want to look up to. Because it takes a lot of strength to put your crown on a side and say, hey, I actually know nothing about this. I actually am not good at this. I want to learn, and you know about this. Can we share our skills? Some of you, you'll understand that if you're working in a job that's not fulfilling you and you know you're going to leave one day, you will make peace with it, because you're very focused on what you want to do, and you know that whatever job you are in, and I'm talking to those who know that this is not going to be forever, whatever job you are in, it's just here temporarily. It's giving you that foundation, it's giving you that I'm hearing it's paying the bills. It's paying the bills, but I'm going to break out of here one day. I know I have to be patient until I come across someone or some type of subject that I really want to dive deep into. And a lot of you guys will feel like you know that something is coming your way, something bigger than you, but you just have to wait it through. You just have to be patient. You are juggling. The next 7 to 10 days from now, you are juggling a couple of things at once. So expect to be busy, but enjoy where you are. Some of you might be into some kind of, divination here, supernatural. Some of you will discover some type of maybe routine that works for you really well, or you're implementing something quite magical in your life. You are discovering something magical, but it does seem like you want to be a little bit quiet. I'm hearing about that. You don't want to speak about it too much because you're still exploring. You know it's good, you know it's valuable, but you're like, you know what, let me dig this beauty into the ground and I'll come back to it when it's grown bigger. For some of you, it seems like your boss will need your help and they'll trust you with it. The fight is over, I'm hearing, for some of you. All these cards are talking about your work endeavors. So focus the next 7 to 10 days from now on your work, your hobbies, your projects, your businesses. You might be even changing your mind about what you want to do with that project or idea of some sorts. And you might decide to go somewhere unexplored. Oh, okay, wow. As I said that. Yeah, it seems like it's all about, and I want to say, you know, if you do have a hobby that seems very small now, or if you, let me just pick the cards up. One second, guys, bear with me here. If you do think that whatever you do after work or on a side is very, I want to say, undeveloped, know that there will be a time where you will have to use the skills that you've learned in that hobby of some sorts or what you've been exploring, okay? I'm seeing you enjoying people's company the next 7 to 10 days from now. Would it be over Skype, Zoom, or in person? You're having a good time. There was some kind of celebration for a couple of you happening. I'm seeing someone preparing the table for gathering, get together of some sorts, and people are having fun. And I do see that through interactions with other people, you might discover something that you didn't know about, or someone will start talking about certain subject and you're suddenly going to be so interested in it and you're going to be like, listen, tell me more. I really want to know more about this. So what's important is listening what other people have to say and being very open to information that flows through other people. It's almost like someone might talk through spirit, you know? Spirit is very present in conversations the next 7 to 10 days from now. And that's quite interesting to see here. Let's take these back. Let's see what's good happening, what you're going to be happy about the next 7 to 10 days from now. Pile 1, what are you happy about? Nine of Cups. Okay. Company. It's all about friendships, people that you love. Company, maybe your husbands, your wives, even your children. You're going to be really happy about what kind of people you decided to become close with over time. because they are your teammates, and these are the people that grow at a similar level with you. And if you'll start noticing, don't be surprised if you'll start noticing that someone that you spend a lot of time with, someone that you knew for a really long time, suddenly doesn't get your ideas, what you say, or what you plan for yourself, know that this is a reflection of growth. We cannot stay in the same lane forever, and sometimes people will not understand that we need to go on new ventures. We change as people, and it seems like over here what you'll see, that there's going to be someone that you really want to walk that walk with, and there might be someone that is fun to be around, but maybe there isn't enough growth in that connection anymore. Or somehow it can be fun, but you feel quite tired afterwards, and you're gonna be questioning yourself, listen, what do I do with this? Not that this person is bad, but the vibes that you both have, it just clashes sometimes. Or one person feels a bit drained, because I'm seeing a little bit of that energetic vampire energy here. But it's not about pointing fingers, it's about acknowledging the situation and deciding what to do with that. You're gonna be really proud of relationships that you've built here, guys. It does seem like maybe someone will go through certain downfall, or they'll realize that the certain relationship they have in their lives isn't the best, and you probably have seen that before, and you're trying to tell this person, but you knew you had to wait for this person to open their eyes themselves in order to see what's actually happening. And I think you're gonna be proven right here. Someone will come to you and say, listen, actually I'm struggling here. You know what, you are right. I do believe that that's something that is not fulfilling anymore. So someone might turn for advice, and what they're gonna say regarding you, it seems like it's gonna be quite humbling for some of you. It's gonna be like a compliment, you know, you actually were right, you did good. And this might be someone that lives not too far away from you, or someone who comes from the same city, same country, or someone who lives in the same home, even for some of you. I'm hearing I've been holding on to this situation for too long. Now remember, this can be vice versa. This can be you who's realizing that. And that's gonna be a happy realization. Yeah, I see the wheel, and it does remind me more of a justice card than the wheel itself. So some kind of contract is being revealed here. What's happening with it? And on that sword, we can see a reflection of a person. So it's some type of connection here. Yeah. Right? You see? Look at what's happening behind these people. These people are together, but it does seem like circumstances are not the best. Hierophant, yeah, it's to do with some kind of a contract here. For some of you, maybe it's to do with formalities, legalities here. You're gonna have to I'm hearing someone is reunited, especially if there is a situation where someone's going through a divorce and they want to keep the children, I'm hearing. So if that's your case, you are reunited. All is good. Others, It's almost like you are deciding to take some kind of a chance with someone, regardless of the circumstances you are in. I will make it happen regardless, I'm hearing. I will make it happen regardless. So for those, if that's your case, remember to take a look at a broader perspective, you know, look at it at 360 degrees I'm seeing here, because some of you might just ignore what's being advised or what's being told, and it might come back to you later on. I keep hearing someone was right all along, and someone feels really good that they were right, and it's being proved to them that they do have a certain ability or they can see through people, and the other person is like, damn it. All right, let's pull a couple of cards from, I don't know which deck. Let's take the Ocean deck. Let me get it. Any advice, any messages for pile number 1? Let's see. Replacing what was lost. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start anew. Create with a new perspective or outlook. Exactly. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon, and that's tying in already with the 8 of Spring. This is a super abundant card. I don't know how about you guys, but every time I see a bee, I know that my projects will be successful. Okay, 2 more. Seeing both sides, take a step back and try looking at this from a different perspective, confirming what I said, right? And then we have disengage from outcomes. Let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. It goes very nicely with Nas card. Find ways to release worry and unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding onto. So tribe, thank you very much for coming back. Love you as always. I hope this is helpful. I'll catch you soon. Hey tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 2. So I want to pull 3 cards from Oracle decks and we'll go from there. Alright, what is happening the next 7 to 10 days from now? And one more. Alright, let's take a look at your cards, guys. We have the Void, Stop, Embrace Winter, Great Cosmic Womb. Then we have You Belong to Paradise. This is an interesting correlation. And then we have 9 of Autumn. Okay, let's take a look at this. So the next week, what you can expect, I'm seeing here, there's gonna be a bit more time spent on your own contemplation. I'm hearing, understanding why certain things happening the way they are, and why you're feeling sometimes a little bit low, or why you're feeling like you don't understand what's happening and where you're supposed to go. This will be happening for a reason. What you need to understand is your worth, pile number 2, and how far you've come. It does seem like energetically, some people might struggle a little bit because it's going to be quite intense, I'm getting here. But anytime this will hit you, anytime you'll feel a bit chaotic energetically, and you won't know what you're doing right and what to do next, that's when you should be taking a break. See, people are looking, when they in the energy, when they don't know what's the next step, they start thinking so much and they need to find answers. They need to find answers, right? And that's exactly what you shouldn't be doing. Why? Because the more you look for an answer in your busy mind, the more lost you get. What's happening behind the scenes? You're being told to take a minute to stop, to meditate, to zero yourself, to give yourself some rest. Only when your mind is clear and present, that's when the answers come to you the loudest. Okay, let's see. What's happening next 7-10 days from now? Appreciation for your achievements with the 9 of Autumn. Independence is big here. Two of Pentacles. The Fool. King of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Let's adjust the camera a little bit. Here we go. Sorry if you can hear my washing machine in the background. Okay. What is up? We have the 8 of Swords. So this is just saying what I said before. We have the, okay, 2 cards. We have the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. I must tell you guys, collectively, pile number 1 and 2, a lot of people are being asked to learn and seek for information. And this is to do with your projects, endeavors, your career overall. I'm seeing an offer coming from a masculine here. There might be some type of offering that's gonna allow you to grow. I'm also seeing a situation where someone will not accept the offer, and it might be you. You might be like, listen, I still have certain things to learn in what I'm trying to achieve. I can't take this new offer or suggestion of some sorts. Let me finish with one chapter. I'm gonna start a new one. But it's not the same for everyone. Some of you will go for it. Some of you will want to explore this new endeavor of some sorts or idea. I do see that you're quite busy the next 7 to 10 days from now. And you guys will probably, if you're juggling a couple of things at once, ideas, projects, your job and your hobby, your job and your private life, it does seem like you will focus on one the most. And whatever this thing is, it's something that is quite new, I'm hearing, or it's not as developed as something else that you have been doing. I'm seeing that a lot of people will realize the abilities, especially when connecting to the source, and what kind of information you channel sometimes. So channeling is big here. I'd say write down everything that feels important when channeling. Those who have a job in a spiritual field, I'd say you're gonna be doing great. But you are given some kind of a new tool to work with, and you're gonna have to get to know it, I'm seeing. Okay. 2 of Wands. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. You're finding your way back to yourself, especially if you've been lost recently. You know exactly who you are and what to do next. Let's see, what is that? What is happening? I keep hearing someone is connecting to their higher self like never before. What did I say? Someone is connecting to their higher self like never before, or the inner child I'm seeing here. And here is the sunshine over here that I'm looking at. It seems like you're going to be pretty happy with your endeavors. You're taking time to rejuvenate the next 7 to 10 days from now. You will take some time off, and it's almost like you don't want to push. So you might even want to put something on the side. Let me take care of this later, one step at a time, one project at a time, I'm hearing. So I wouldn't overwhelm myself, pile number 2, with ideas, and don't juggle. You know, this isn't the time for you to juggle. It's the time for you to go for what vibes with you the most today, and everything else will fall into places. I'm seeing someone that you are being united with here. Let's take a look at that person. Okay, someone who's they're really good at what they do. They're very clever. They're well-traveled. I'm seeing also with the world at the bottom here. And the 8 of Wands. It seems like your communication will be on point. This person might somehow inspire you, or you might inspire them. It can always be vice versa. Whoever this person is, they went through a lot of transformations themselves, and it seems like they've tried different things. I want to say life smart. Okay, not only book smart, street smart too. Let's see. Yeah, and this person's bringing you clarity. Maybe what they say or what they do will put all dots on I's here. There's that sun energy here that I keep picking up for you guys, and it's not only about clarity, it's about happiness. I'm hearing the calm after the storm. I know exactly where I want to go. I know exactly what I want to do with this now. And thanks to someone, or thanks to the way I've changed my routine, it's helped so much. It helps so much. Yeah. See, we talked about routine. Maybe you're taking some time for yourself. Maybe you knew you should have done that before, but you never actually decided to go for it regardless of the circumstances. So that would be someone who's like, listen, I gotta spend some time with myself. I gotta give myself, you know, that care in a day. And I think it's time. And I think what that's going to do for a lot of you is going to make you feel much lighter than ever before. And you might even feel like you have so much more motivation to go and do certain things that you might have been postponing for a while. Let's clarify the 4 of Cups over here. It seems like someone doesn't want to take some type of an offer, or they're uninterested. What is that about? Okay, I'm hearing, I know what's right for me. Yes, see, someone is postponing something here. Someone's like, let me take a minute to sleep on this before I decide to take this new venture or to go for this. I don't think this is the right time for me, I'm hearing. What is that connected to? It might be connected to your work, especially if you are in spiritual field. For others of you, you are deciding to hold off some kind of information. I don't want to say everything. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to observe. I'm going to sleep on it, and I'll think things through. But overall, you're listening to your gut feeling. You're like, even if this is handed to me, if I don't feel like I want to take this, I won't take it, because I sit very strongly with myself. I know what's right for me because my intuition is quite developed now. I know if something doesn't feel very convincing or very present to my heart, I'm going to take extra time to sleep on it, and I'll see how I feel the next day. If the next day I still question myself, I'm gonna wait a week if I have to. And that's something that you're being asked to do anyways here, guys. We talked about it, right? Sleep on it the next 7 to 10 days from now. Yeah, sleep on it. You need to put yourself on hold a little bit here. And this is for those who felt it. This is not for everyone, obviously. I can't tell you all, guys, you have to postpone something or to give yourself a week to make a decision if you know that you have to make a decision tomorrow, right? But even if you have to make a decision tomorrow, I'm seeing that someone will decide to put it to rest, meaning I'll wake up tomorrow, and whenever the question is asked, I'll just go with the first idea, the first answer that comes to me. That can be quite helpful here, I'm seeing too. When sometimes people are like, should I take this, shouldn't I? And I have to make up my mind pretty soon. That was quite helpful for me too. At the beginning stages, I remember, I would just go with whichever idea was the first one. And it's usually the one that sits closest to your soul, your heart. And that's something that, it's almost like your higher self goes like, that's it, that's it, take that. So let's take a look at the messages from let's take a look at what you're going to be happy about the next 7 to 10 days from now. What you're going to be happy about, pile 2. I mean, overall everything, because you're gonna start seeing improvements big time. Some of you, your child will make you super happy. Maybe they're gonna accomplish something, or I'm hearing another milestone. But overall, it does seem like you're coming out of a cave, and the next week's energy will be much more lighthearted than it was maybe before. Remember that some of you are still on a time frame that is a bit different, because we can't be on the same one. It seems like you still might have to endure the void in order to come to the sun here. So don't blame yourself and don't feel that you have to come out of it ASAP if you'll be feeling lost energetically, emotionally. If there's so much happening, so many downloads, just sleep on it. Because afterwards, after that storm, we have the sunshine coming. All your answers will be given to you the next 7 to 10 days from now, guys. And it seems like it's going to be making you super happy. Sleep on it, okay? Just sleep on it. Okay, let's take a look at your messages from the ocean deck. We have resilience. Oh my God, it's just clarifying everything that I said basically, but I'm going to read this out for you. The same. Okay. So firstly, we're talking about that moment of not pushing things, right? It says there is no need to rush or push. This is a time to take things as they come. You have the determination and patience to handle what is happening exactly. So we're starting with a turtle, right? Taking things slow here and truly feeling what your intuition tells you. Persistent drive says, see what you desire and move towards that goal. It's time to zero in your purpose. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. So taking a moment, you're listening to your gut. See, when you zero yourself, when you take things slow, when you don't overwhelm yourself with all these thoughts of finding a solution, that's when you're able to hear much more clearly. And afterwards, you will be able to then make decisions and continue with your projects. Leaping through the air, a plan you have made is on track. If you are waiting for something, get to work and stop putting off ideas or projects you are considering. So it's a nice sequence here. Slow, aha moment, let's move on. that type of energy. So I hope that this made sense, tribe. Love me as always. Thank you for coming back, and I'll catch you soon. Bye for now. Hey tribe, so whoever has chosen pile number 3, let's take a look at what is up with you guys. We're gonna start with a couple of cards from the Oracle decks, and we'll go from there. What's happening the next 7 to 10 days from now? Okay. Let's take the magic of you, Oracle. Okay, this is already interesting. This is already interesting. Very interesting. Okay, this is gonna be a very strong week for you guys spiritually, I must tell you. We're starting with the child of a cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. A lot of you might start sensing things on another level. Pay attention to your bodily sensations. You might hear sounds. You might start seeing visions that are going to be much more present than ever before. Because it does seem like a lot of you are either practicing your craft, especially if you're in spiritual field, or you're trying to develop your senses, your abilities. And this is going to be a big week for that, guys. You are discovering certain things about yourself that were still, I'm hearing, under the blanket. I don't know why I want to say that, but for a lot of you, I say keep your eyes open, especially if you are trying to communicate with your deceased beloved. You know, you might start seeing presence. I'm seeing someone's hair being touched, or wind blows indoors, and you're like, oh, this is weird. There has to be a feeling behind it, you know. Don't get obsessed when it comes to certain signs, because if that's gonna be a sign, you'll feel certain things. You're gonna be like, whoa, that was a presence. You actually can feel the presence. So you guys are very open. I'm seeing the next 7 to 10 days from now, and you'll start seeing your spiritual development, the fruit of it. Especially a lot of you might be drawn to journaling. I'm hearing there is magic in the air with the magician here and the unicorn. So whatever you have been maybe planning or trying to achieve, you're going to start seeing it moving forward towards a direction where you want to go. Okay. Page of Cups flew right off the bat. What's up next 7 to 10 days from now? 6 of Spears doesn't surprise me. 7 of Spears. Page of Spears. Okay, there is a lot of fire here. Four of Spears. Just continuing with fire energy here. I hope you can see clearly. Let's adjust a tiny bit. King of Coins. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. you're going to be very suspicious the next 7 to 10 days from now, because certain things that you might see, hear, feel, smell might be a little bit over the top. So I'd suggest pile number 3, stay as grounded as possible throughout this experience, because otherwise this can be a little bit intense. Now, if you need tips on grounding, there is a very short video on my channel if you want to check it out. Maybe some of you will apply that advice to your life, and that's going to be beneficial for you. But overall, I think a lot of you know already how to do that and what works for you. You're not new to this. I'm seeing that you will get quite a lot of respect from people next 7 to 10 days from now, but I'm also seeing a couple, especially if you're on social media or people look up to you already somehow, you might get 1 or 2 of them being a little bit bitter, but this is not a reflection of you, it's a reflection of themselves. And it does seem like there is a bit of jealousy here happening, so just laugh at it, thank those people, because if there is jealousy, it means you're doing something right. Unless you're being a bit of an asshole, then someone is not being jealous. Someone is just being a little bit like, listen, take your crown off. But I don't see that for a lot of you here. I do see that you're going to be really happy with your home life. I'm seeing you very balanced, especially if you have been trying to get something connected to your home or a new house or improvements, refurbishments. This is going to be a great week for that. It can be as small as someone who will, I'm hearing, redesign or decide to move things around in their room, maybe create an altar of some sort. I'm sensing here that some of you might want to almost like thank the spirit that's looking after you, or your ancestors, or your higher self. I'm hearing this is a week for appreciation, okay? This is very spiritually intense week. So if you will want to maybe do certain readings that you haven't tried before, or certain practices that you were not sure you were capable of doing, I think the next 7 to 10 days from now you'll see that you actually can do this. You actually are capable of this, and your senses are heightened. I'm seeing a good relationship with kids or your projects, so one or the other, okay? Because a child can also be a project, your baby, right, of some sorts. You're really happy with your finances, I'm seeing here. It does seem like you will look after your finances, so you might either start putting some money on a side, or I'm hearing, I want to protect my money, so I don't know what to do with it, but it seems like you will keep that coin. You're coming up with certain solutions that help your money either grow or that money to be protected, or I'm seeing insurance of some sorts. If something happens, I'm covered, I'm hearing. So you're very, I say again, listen to your intuition, because the next 7 to 10 days from now you will get advice from your own higher self. And I'm hearing those niggling hints, those feelings behind certain situations, and don't miss it. You know what this reminds me of? Someone that I talked with a couple of months ago, and they said, hey, I dreamt that I should be investing in this and that, and then I went and checked the stocks, and the stocks went really high up. And this person said, I felt like I should have done this before the dream, and I've missed on it. I didn't listen to my gut. So it does seem like this is that type of situation here. Listen to your intuition. You won't want to miss out on something. I'm seeing that some of you are getting compliments on your home or design, I'm hearing here. Interior design, a project of some sorts. Let's clarify the 7 of Spears here. Someone is really protective over their partner. Yeah, someone is really protective over their partner. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Would it be you or your partner? But it can be also a friend for some of you. But someone is really protective over someone. I'm hearing, I'm here if you need me. Yeah, I'm here if you need me. These people are ready to fight back. They like, don't touch them. Yeah, someone truly appreciates your company here the next 7 to 10 days from now. So expect a romantic gestures, or I'm seeing a gift for some of you. Someone wants to become closer to you. So I'm seeing someone taking extra time to spend at home or with their loved ones. Let's bond. Bonding time is quite important here. Pile number 3, the next 7 to 10 days from now. What you're going to be happy about apart from everything here already? What are you going to be happy about the next 7 to 10 days from now? It's all about your stability and your finances as well as your home. Everything that you've built, you're going to start seeing it blossom. Especially if you've been working on something or trying to develop your abilities, you'll start seeing it grow and bloom. Some of you improving relationship with your mother or grandmother here. What did I say? Yeah, it does seem like someone will connect with their beloved deceased. Others, you will want to connect to feminine in your life more than before, especially if there was some kind of argument, and you'll see that relationship become more balanced, and that's gonna fulfill your heart. Yeah, look, that relationship is changing big time here. Improvements. I want to say someone will say there are always two sides to the story. So maybe someone who wasn't as open-minded before, they will decide to be and listen to what the other has to say, and that's going to bring quite a lot of balance in that connection. Yeah, I do see someone opening up big time here to the other. Whoever that would be, someone who you love dearly here. It might be even your partner, your husband, your wife. It does seem like someone held back and now they want to speak what's on their mind, but it's very emotional. There is some kind of conversation happening that is very emotional, that's going to make you really happy. I'm hearing that's what I've been looking for. That's what I've been waiting for. Yep, here you go, 10 of Cups. That's what I've been waiting for. Yeah, a connection with someone is making you very happy. And you both have been through ups and downs, I'm seeing here. Maybe you didn't always see eye to eye, but the next 7 to 10 days from now, you're going to come together as teammates, I'm hearing. Okay, let's take a look at your messages from the Ocean deck. What do we have there? Pile 3. Look beyond the surface. Inner desires. And let your personality shine. So let's look at these. For some of you, you know, all of these will make sense. For some of you, maybe only one card is important here as a message. It says, look beyond the surface. Avoid becoming distracted by surface issues. Focus on the underlying motivation, cause, or beauty in a situation. Seek ways to bring depth to your world. And yeah, no shit, because the phenomenon card is really deep, you know. And a child of a cosmos is someone who's looking for answers deep within, as well as, I'm hearing deep within, deep without. It's quite an interesting pile here, pile number 3. Okay. Inner desires, set some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty that goes very nicely with the 6 of Wands as well as the King of Pentacles, or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. Let your personality shine. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. Yeah, very much like the Magician card here, right? There is magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful, and that unicorn is quite a unique creature, isn't it? So I hope that this made sense, pile number 3. Tribe, thank you as usual for coming back. Love you as always. I'll catch you soon. Hey tribe, whoever has chosen pile number 4, so I want to pull 3 oracle cards for the next week and a half, and we'll go from there. Where you at spiritually, energetically, emotionally? Let's take a look at the magic of your oracle as well as the animal tarot. What's happening, pile 4? I'm gonna take a look at these cards in a minute. The urban deck is quite big, so I don't know if I'll be able to fit it in a shot, the whole layout. We'll see. Pile 4. Let's see what we got. So we're starting with activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you led. Then we have the Orenda card. It says honor your mystical creative force. And then we have the 8 of summer. You feel that there is more to life than what you are living. So it's time to move on. You may be moving from a situation that isn't good for you, or perhaps you are being drawn to what would make you happy. Either way, you're in control. So it goes very nicely, I think, with Orenda card here. It says honor your mystical creative force. What you are focused on here is your abilities, your talents, your creative projects of some sorts, or where you want to travel to or go. Because the activated earth, every time I see this card, I know that where you're headed, especially when it comes to locations or what location you're thinking to visit next, is almost like pre-written for you, predestined. You have to go there. And why I'm saying that, because every place has its own vibration. So whenever you go somewhere, watch, you know, how you felt energetically, spiritually, emotionally before visiting that place, and how you feel after you've come back and what started changing for you, right? So it does seem like some people will maybe come across some kind of destination that they'll want to write down. One day I want to go there, one day I want to travel there, one day I'll get there. There is something for me, I don't know what. Or I feel like I want to visit that place, even if you don't know anyone, even if you've never been there before. Just listen to your soul urges here, okay? Especially those who feel like you have to leave certain situation with the 8 of summer here. That's your message. You probably have to be somewhere else. Abandon certain situation I'm seeing here. So that's going to allow you as a person to blossom more. Let's take a look at the Urban Tarot. What's up the next 7 to 10 days from now? The Wheel of Fortune, it makes sense here. You're changing your route. That's what I feel like. Some of you might decide to change paths, I'm seeing here. I'm hearing, let me shift this around. And you know exactly what you're doing with the Game Master, which is the Knight of Swords in this deck. You're very calculated. It seems like you've been observing a situation or a person for a while, and you knew that you needed out. And you are like, let me feel when is the right moment. Let me feel. Let me observe, I'm seeing. When I should move forward, when I should change the situation around. You're very action-based next 7 to 10 days from now. Yeah, you're seeking for love and appreciation wherever you go. Yeah, happiness is here, 9 of Cups. Let's adjust the camera a tiny little bit so you can see. We have 10 of Swords. Yeah, you're finishing some kind of a chapter here. And we have the Empress. This energy is very focused on self. Bottom of the deck, Prince of Swords, the Hacker. I told you, you're very observing here. Take a look at this guy here. You're researching something, or you're trying to get to the bottom of a situation. You probably will feel like something is being hidden from you, or something is about to come to light, but intuitively you already know the answer is going to be shown to you here. I do believe that for a couple of people, you're deciding to end some type of tie or connection with a person here in order to grow, in order to focus on self, or your child, or your inner child, or for some of you, your project of some sorts. See, whatever is gonna come, whatever is gonna disturb your inner peace and happiness the next 7 to 10 days from now, you will want out. You are not compromising. That's how you feel like the next 7 to 10 days from now. You're like, okay, you don't like this, or okay, this has been going on for a while now, where we did have these issues in this situation or in this connection. I think it's time to take a break. It's time for both of us to focus on self. I keep hearing there is something that will come through here, some kind of information that you were not aware of. Let's take a look at that. What is happening here? I'm seeing you're very connected to your family or your chosen family, and there's happy times. It's very sweet. Your loved ones have your back and you have theirs. What is this information? What are you coming across here? What are you coming across? I'm hearing that there are a couple of options, not only one. Okay, what are you coming across here? Knight of Discs. You guys have a strong connection with food here the next week. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're gonna come across some kind of diet that works for you. Your health is important the next 7 to 10 days from now, because a lot of these cards are connected to food. We have the gourmet chef, we have the happiness where you see hot dogs, we have the Empress and she's feeding her child. So I'd say you're very aware of what you put in your body. You feel much healthier the next 7 to 10 days from now, and maybe what you're moving on from is your unhealthy habits of some sorts. Yeah, and we have the debauch card. So this is all about, I keep hearing digestion for a lot of you, or how you treat your body. Someone is changing. Someone is changing, and they don't see it maybe just yet. All right, what you didn't see before and what you're discovering the next 7 to 10 days from now is what wasn't suitable for you in your day-to-day life. What wasn't helping you to live your balanced life. And it seems like you'll come across some type of information that you're going to be like, whoa, actually, I don't have any craving towards this or that anymore. Actually, I'm much more focused on my health. I do want to work out. I do want to take action. I want to be active in my life. And I think a lot of you will notice that maybe what you used to have in your fridge and what you're gonna have from now on is gonna be very different, because you're very focused on self-love here. I'm seeing with the Two of Cups as well as the Empress. You're like, let me treat myself how I'm worth to be treated, you know, and I'm the best person to do that for myself. A lot of you realize that you've been lying to yourself about certain things. You know, I couldn't do this or I couldn't do that. It's too difficult for me. And the next 7 to 10 days from now, you're going to be like, no shit, you know, this is all about me lying to myself. It's in my mind. I can change this. I can get out of this cycle. I can become better. I can end what's not helpful for me, what's not healthy. For a couple of you, I must say, you might decide to end some type of relationship with someone who wasn't consistent. Yeah, because it was a bit much. You didn't feel free, you didn't feel like you were enjoying it. For others of you, this is to do with your routine. You're like, that routine didn't feel like it was freeing me. I need to feel free. I need to do something that makes me feel free. Because the past months, I have been feeling a bit of pressure with everything that's going on around me, as well as how I decide to live my day, or what I decide to do within that day. Yeah, there will be a period of, I'm seeing realization, understanding self-sabotage, struggles, and why those struggles appeared. I'm hearing, was it so difficult? And afterwards, you're deciding to start some kind of a cycle that is completely new to you. And you're going to enjoy it very much here. It seems very freeing. It seems like you're putting a lot of weight down instead of carrying it every single day with you. Okay, let's take these back. Let's take a look at what's going to make you happy the next 7 to 10 days from now, apart from what we talked about. Family and friends is going to be really important. I keep hearing, I got you, I got you. If you need help, I got you. Okay. Pile number 4, what you're going to be happy about. Eight of Summer and 8 of Wands. How quick you manage to deal with certain situations. For some of you, I'm seeing a message that's coming through here that's gonna make you pretty happy. Yeah, this reading, pile number 4, is all about self. I'm telling you, it's all about self. The downloads that you might be getting from above as well is gonna be quite important. You will be shown things. Listen. You happy with how you treat yourself. See, we talked about how do I live my day? How do I decide to take care of myself? It's all about self-care. And your creative endeavors will be great. I'm seeing here. Orenda card talks about it, as well as the Queen of Swords, which is interesting. She's a painter in this deck, right? You'd probably expect the Queen of Wands or Queen of Cups maybe even to be the painter, but I do like how this Queen of Swords is represented. It seems like whatever that's on your mind, you'll put it to creation somehow here. Any creative endeavor, really, is gonna be making you happy. Yeah, look, we have the Prince of Cups, which is a filmmaker in this deck. And then again, we have the Prince of Swords come up. There is a connection to screens here. Now, it can be a channel. I'm hearing a vessel from source, or it can be an actual TV or computer screen that you're looking at and you come across certain information that's very helpful to your everyday life. Okay? What did I say? Screens, bottom of a deck, bang, 8 of Swords. That is being exaggerated here, so this message is quite important. Focus on how much time you spend online too. Is that bothering you? Is that helping you? Is the information that you read, watch, hear, see helpful, or it just drains your energy? Okay. Pile number 4. Couple of messages from the Ocean deck. Okay, wow, thank you. One more. Yeah, I mean, these cards today, they just sum up what I've said in many readings. We have gliding through currents. It says with, let me see if you can see. Yeah, gliding through currents. With a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease. Going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow will help your dreams take flight. Exactly. It's all about behavior, understanding certain habits and what you want to move on from, what you want to celebrate. Clearing the excess, what we talked about. You are entering a transitional phase and would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it is in your physical body or your physical space. Then, replacing what was lost. You now have the opportunity to rejuvenate and start new. Create with a new perspective or outlook. This card may also indicate abundance is on the horizon. So a nice reading, pile number 4. I hope that this is helpful. And if you're trying to change your routine or certain habits, I'd say don't wait for 7 to 10 days from now. Why don't you start now after you finish watching this? Tribe, love you as always. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.